Hello and welcome back to the UMR International. We are back with race number 5 here at Cape Verde. Now, I have been pre-warned by Iceman about this one. It could be quite chaotic. It's a bit of an elimination style race, so keep that in mind when we get around to the predictions. There could be some high DNF rates here. We'll have to see. And of course, we also have a second race coming up at Libya afterwards. It's Verde. That's what I said, Cape Verde. That's what I said. So you can see we've got Moo leading a very strong back-to-back win in the last stream. Big point lead early on. Shady in second and Boer in third. Wait, what? Was that Carp Verde? Is that how you're saying I should be saying it? Verde. Cape Verde. Having a lesson on how I say this place. This one I've definitely said the same way for a long time. I feel like I need to do one of those Google, how do you say this word, things. But let's head over to the track. Guys, here we are. However you're saying it, however I should be saying it, here we are. Looks pretty straightforward. You know, it's just two straights. We of course have a ladder, but there are a lot of obstacles and a lot of things you can get stuck on, so you got to watch out for those. But before we take a proper look around, it's not even a water-based track. Well, it's blue, if that helps. We don't have Iceman in the chat today, can't make it to this stream, so we won't get any insight into the meaning of the track. Might have to get that afterwards through Discord, because I do not remember the details for every single one of these tracks off the top of my head. I think water and beach. Well, I have some water. We don't have a beach, unless it's a rocky beach. Let's get everyone into their positions. Front row, Wheat, Jimmy, Iceman, and Eggbot. Back row, Moo, Azur, Alfonso, and B. So the track. Wait, no. Predictions. I'm skipping ahead. It needs to do predictions first. Right, start predictions. 2 minutes. How many DNFs do you think there'll be? This one could be a tricky one to guess based on what I've been told. Okay, so we have a bunch of spinny triangles. Then we have, these will be moving when time is played. Spinning pillars. The nails that everybody enjoys. Then around 180 degrees through these, kind of what they're actually called, through the danglers. And then navigate your way through the houses. And then around these circles and semicircles, up the ladder. The chimes. Yes, the chimes. Yeah, it's a very wide track. Watch Moo go from 16th to 1st again, you never know. There's a slight alteration here, so Iceman let me know that if I wanted less DNFs, I could remove all of these red... What did he refer to them as? Big red spinners. And they're kind of like cogs. Big red spinners from here. There's meant to be 3, and then 3. Hello, Snorker. I thought, you know what, we like some DNFs. It's meant to be a bit of a chaos track. It's meant to be a bit of a DNF survival track. So I'll get rid of 2 of them and keep the rest. So it's still got some of the elements of the original design. Gears, yeah, you call them gears as well. Then into another 180 degree turn, and then through a pinball section, which is going to be quite fun to see people try and navigate through there. That is boxed off, so you shouldn't go flying out of it, which will help. And then navigate past these sliding blocks Then finally past some spinners and to the end. So a lot of chaos to be had here. 5 laps. 5 laps to get through. And it looks like everyone's actually gone for the same prediction. And a low prediction. I expected these prediction votes to be higher. So either way, you're either all going to lose eggs or you're all going to just get your eggs back. No one breaking the mold there. But before we start, I do want to actually see how it's said. I don't know if this will play through Twitch.
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. There you go. The British pronunciation is Cape Verde. So it doesn't actually have Verde. Although I'm used to, if there's an E on the end, it having that sort of day on the end. But no, Cape Verde. That's what Google says. That's what I'm going with. But back to the track. It might be different in different places, but British translation, according to Google, the AI voice has said Cape Verde, and that is what it will be. Now let's get the countdown going. And they are off. So, a wide track to work with. Jimmy's going to make an early breakaway. But with Demon's going to close that gap. That's a great line, but Jimmy just managing to get the block. Sneaking through. Good line by Demon again. Jimmy getting blocked. Further back, everyone grouped together. Snorker coming through, getting past Jimmy. Looks like a really good line. Making it through clean. Hitting the first middle nail there. Trying to get my sentence out. Figure out what I'm saying. But into the first corner, Demon is leading. Eggbot is coming through into second. Snorker third, Jimmy fourth, Shady in fifth. B with a good bit of speed there is going to get past Shady, but Shady with the inside line into the corner. B with a bad hit on the corner. Cheese as well, causing a pile up there. A big crash. And further back, Fluids, Iceman and Boer currently trailing behind, but a lot can still happen. Oh, and Snorker's got stuck on one of the chimes. So has Eggbot and Jimmy on the danglers. Yeah, there's no noise to these chimes. They're silent. So that is going to be F's in the chat for... Oh well, we've actually had a lot go on already. I didn't think the danglers would be so punishing. Fluids is stuck on the corner, so this isn't even an obstacle. Just, yeah, you know. Just Fluids. So it's F's. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 F's in the chat for Eggbot, Jimmy, Snorker, Weep, Moo, Superboss, and Fluids on lap 1. And the predictions are already looking bad. But I'm sure some people will be happy seeing Moo stuck after the back-to-back win. But heading up to the front, Demon is storming away right now. Shady in second, Pesky Bird skimming over that gear. Cheese does the same on the opposite side. Making their way through, Cheese and Pesky Bird moving up to second and third. Battling for that position. See what's going with Demon. Demon going into the next corner. Now, a lot can still change. People may get set free. People might replace them in those positions. It is definitely not over for them yet. And Iceman stuck on the very thing that he said I could remove to reduce the DNFs. Of course, it would be the way Were and B actually going backwards on the corner. I think being sent back from the... These corners seem to have some issues. It might be, again, down to... I know we sometimes have difference in physics with playback speed and frames per second and all of that stuff. So maybe that's interfering with the way the physics are working on the corners a little bit. Well, Iceman did say there is a chance that no one will make it to the end. That's how I knew we were in for a good race. It's got to be at least one track like this in a season, right? Oh, Demons joined them as well. It is straight up an elimination race. And this is going to be the longest section to get through. You know, let's up the speed slightly. See if that helps with any physics. But Azure and Shady looking good for the green slushies right now. 1-2. Cheese and Peskybird just trying to navigate through the pinball section. Looks like Cheese might find a way through here. Does make it out. That's just for Peskybird. Oh, nearly. There we go. Makes it out. And there's a Azure got stuck on a spinner. And Shady's going to do the same. You know what? We might not even get through a lap. Again, no matter how much testing you do, it always goes a bit different when it comes to the actual race. Definitely more of a chaotic first lap than in the testing that I did on the track. But Cheese up to first, Peskybird second. Let's see if anyone gets set free. Now, Flute could be a risky one to set free on the corner, because with not enough speed, you could end up joining them. So it's a bit of a risky one. Manages to just get past Super Boss. Staying clear of everyone, doesn't want to risk giving up this first place. Oh, but Peskybird's going to do the opposite. The team plays, setting Fludes free on the corner, the risky one. Setting Superboss free, so Superboss can carry on the race. So we now have Cheese, Peskybird and Superboss on the move. And now Peskybird stationary. I think we're due some more Fs in the chat here. How many people are currently stationary? Thought Superboss was going to get stuck again then. So Superboss a chance to move up from 10th. She's now stationary. This could be the shortest race. Although it won't be shorter than that one race. If you know, you know. Oh no, Superboss is going to set Cheese free. So these big red spinners aren't even the most dangerous thing here. Those are the things that were recommended to remove to reduce DNFs, and so far it's looking pretty clear. But Iceman's set free, and we have 3 back in the race. Here we go, going wide. Everyone's going to get picked up here. Is it enough? Gotta hope you don't get sent back in the pinball section. And we have Demon Boy, Alfonso and B rejoining the race. That's for all of them to pick up some positions and some points here. See how this plays out. Gotta be careful going back too far. Iceman, spinning ball on the spot, is stationary on the corner. So Alfonso close to breaking out. Superboss as well. There we go, Superboss is free from the pinball section. It's on the move again. Cheese also on the move. We're nearly there, but getting sent back. Demons made it through. Alfonso made it through. We're just got to find a way out of here. Collision with B is what will do it. And Word is through. And B is through. So as we speed things up a bit here, Superboss has joined Shady. And Azure has been set free. So everyone keeping note of these positions still? Yep, everything still makes sense. Cheese leading, Pesky Bird second, although stationary. Azure third. So our race leader and fastest lap holder could be big points for Cheese. He's just running with back runners at this point. So now it's just a consistency game. Just got to keep going. Demon's going to set Floods free and take their place, allowing Floods to re-enter the race. Eggbot is also back in the race. See if Pesky Bird gets set free. Dropping positions now. It's not looking good. And no, Pesky Bird will drop to fourth and is going to carry on sitting there. And Eggbot has also managed to get stuck yet again. It looks like Boer's stationary. Stuck on a nail. Oh dear. And B getting stuck as well. Yeah, I always like the chaotic races. Really shake things up. Cheese is stuck. This could be a big game changer. Now's the chance for the two green slushies to try and make their way up. Let's take first and second. Blues is going to free Iceman. Alfonso not looking good, rolling all the way back there. Could stop still. Has just enough slope though. Is it going to be the same for Fludes? I think it will be. No, not enough. Yeah, it is a bit of a challenge. So Iceman heading through the spinners. See if they can make up some places here. Just missing the spinner that Shady and Superboss are stuck on. And it looks like it's only Azure who's also still moving. Alfonso is stuck on the corner. Well, we're going to see what's going on with Iceman, see if anyone gets set free down here. So the first one coming up is Boer, but Iceman is going to the other side. And we'll make it past. Bit of a rough hit on the corner there, but just enough momentum to keep going round. And into the danglers. Going to set Move free and replace them there. Going to set Snorker free, or Move setting Snorker free, and continues on. Oh, it's those edge ones. I think they're the things we needed to remove. These edge ones just seem to pin them in. So Move stationary, but Snorker tagging in. On the move, currently 13th, a few positions to make up. And also got Superboss and Shady all on the move. as Snorker heads up the ladder. A lot of sacrifices happening. Boyer's not in a great spot for getting freed here. Everyone opting for the left side. See what happens. They're all working together to get through that first one. Just enough momentum to get through the second one. Not enough here for Superboss, going to get stuck with Iceman. It looks like Shady and Azur are going to make it through. They both do. See what's going on further up ahead quickly. Looks like Snorker set Cheese free. Now just needs to not get stuck themselves. This is totally flat. It is. Now I think there's a booster. Is it flat? It looks flat. Yes, it is. I think there is a booster just for the corner, but not enough momentum for Snorker to reach it. Okay, Shady and Azur coming around. And Shady's just going to get stuck with Pesky Bird. Azur making it through. See what happens on the corner here. There are 3 potential rescues here. Flude's getting hit, Alfonso getting hit. And it's enough to get them moving. Now they just have to navigate through the pinball section without getting sent back to the corner. Ooh, a big hit into the wall for Alfonso. It's going to stop them right in place. Fluke gets a chance to get stuck for a 4th time. Indeed. Let's go up ahead quickly and see what's going on. Who was it that was moving? And where have they gone? I'm sure there's someone else. I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't it? No, Shady's there. Sure, there's a 3rd person that was moving, but I don't know anymore. I am losing track. I feel like I'm losing my mind watching this. Now, Flude's chance yet again to try and make up some positions. Not going to set Boer free. Almost getting stuck. But navigates through the nails. Makes it around the corner. And stops on the 2nd row. Not ideal. And this race really going on for a while for how short the track looks. And Azur has taken first, passing Cheese. Just a survival game here. Zer comes round the corner into the most dangerous section. Clean through the first few rows. This looks like a good line. A very good line. Maybe going for the fastest lap as well. Try and take that from Cheese. Avoiding everyone here. And onto the ladder. Yeah, the question is, can Azur make it to the end? And there's your answer. There's the fitting end. Joining Shady and Pesky Bird. We'll do one sweep. Make sure everyone is fully stationary. No one's creeped out anywhere. She's just losing out on that first. And it looks like that's going to have to be it. Going to have to call it with a full DNF race. The race does still count, the positions do stand. And we call the race on lap 4. Which, funnily enough, was the original number of laps I was going to do on this, and then I upped it by 1. And that didn't even matter anyway. So we end the race. And there we have it. Now we will count Azur also as a DNF for not finishing. So that is a full 16 DNF. Cheese keeps hold of the fastest lap. And I guess our winning marble, Azur. So congratulations to Azur for surviving, I guess. For out surviving everyone else. What an interesting race. So let's cash in that prediction. Choose outcome. Of course, nobody guessing that one. Oh, there we go. Yep, nobody thought that would happen. Even I didn't think it would be a full DNF. Thought we might at least have a few making it to the end. But I am going to go and put these results over on the leaderboard. And I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Alright, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. So, following that interesting race, Moo is still hanging on to that lead, but the gap has shrunk. 126 points. Shady in second with 119. Azur in third with 113. Alfonso in fourth with 108. That's the Green Slushies, second, third, and fourth. Great performance by their team so far. Iceman in fifth with 100 points. Cheese in sixth with 99. Superboss in seventh with 97. Wort in eighth with 96. Eggbot in ninth with 89. Pesky Bird in 10th with 73. And then we have Demon, Weep, B, Snorker, Jimmy, and Fludes. Now, with that great performance from the Green Slushies, they are pulling away in the team standings with 113 points. Eternal Darkness in second with 95. Dogebull is in third with 93. Tutti Frutti in fourth with 92. Grandmasters in fifth with 90. And then we have the Ultraviolets, Icebreakers, Marble Minions, Snowballs, and Balls of Steel. So Green Slushies really pulling away. Azur finishing first, Alfonso third, and Shady fifth. Some big points for the team. And Moo, after back-to-back win, then finishing 15th. Not picking up many points means Shady is closing in. So we'll see what happens in the next one. But that is it for Cape Verde. That is it for this video for those watching on YouTube. For those on Twitch, we do of course have a second race coming up, so don't go anywhere. But for those watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.